You're watching WMC TV5 Memphis.
Good evening, and welcome to WMC TV's VCR Theater. Tonight's presentation is The Man in the Iron Mask, starring Richard Chamberlain. We'll return to The Man in the Iron Mask after this brief intermission.
Action News 5 is the first place the Mid-South turns for news as it happens. Only Action News 5 took you live to the Federal Express Hub when a worker was seriously hurt in an accident. And Action News 5 was first to tell you about an East Shelby County church that was wrecked by what police believe were members of a satanic cult. And when a new group aimed at making peace in the school consolidation fight was formed, Action News 5 was the first to bring you the story in a live report. Action News 5, when you need to know.
Join us next week when VCR Theater presents Voyage of the Damned.
Oh, Marcus, this voyage is over. The passengers are no longer your concern. Think of it another way. They are Jews. Perhaps they can walk on water.
These people, Herr Klassing, whether Jews or not, are my responsibility until they leave this ship. Never forget that. Now get off my ship! Get my passengers to Havana! And in God's name, be quick about it.
And now, back to The Man in the Iron Mask, starring Richard Chamberlain.
This impersonator? So perfect.
We hope you've enjoyed tonight's VCR Theater and invite you to join us next week when VCR Theater presents Voyage of the Damned.
On the next edition of Crime Stoppers 800.
From Annapolis, Maryland, the murder of a high school basketball star. From Miami, Florida, the killing of a well-known sportsman and businessman remains unsolved. Police in Connecticut are looking for a man wanted on drug trafficking charges. And Lexington, Kentucky police would like your help to close a murder case. You can help solve these cases and put those responsible behind bars.
Saturday at 5 on TV5. It's fresh, fast, and funny. The Byron Allen Show, Saturday at midnight on TV5.
And now a very brief final summary of today's news from TV5. Vice President Ann Quayle has left Andrews Air Force Base near Washington for his Latin American visit. Honduras is the first stop after leaving Miami tomorrow. The U.S. intervention in Panama and how the region's leaders feel about it is expected to rank high on the agenda. Meanwhile, Panama's ousted leader will remain in jail in Miami. A federal judge has denied bail for Manuel Noriega, now facing drug charges. Prosecutors say Noriega might try to flee the U.S. if released on bond. The National Transportation Safety Board spokesman warns against drawing conclusions because there was no fire in last night's crash of a Colombian airliner. But the source says indications suggest a lack of fuel may have played a role in the crash that killed at least 66 people in Code Next, New York. In sports news, Rhodes lost a tough one tonight. Defeated in overtime by Sewanee, 84-83. And Dave says the weather's going to be, great weekend. Wow. Clear tonight, low 44 tomorrow. Partly cloudy with a high of 68. Today's high was 59, and that's it. In sports and weather, good night, everybody.
Donald Eugene Webb has been added to the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list. He's being sought for unlawful interstate flight to avoid prosecution for murder and attempted burglary. Webb, a longtime professional jewelry thief and master of assumed identities, is wanted for the first-degree murder of Saxonburg, Pennsylvania Police Chief Gregory B. Adams. The 52-year-old Webb is white, 5 feet 9 inches tall, and weighs about 165 pounds. He has brown eyes, a medium complexion, and grayish-brown hair. He has a small scar across the right cheek and another scar on his right forearm. He has the name Ann tattooed on his chest and the name Don tattooed on the back of his right hand. Webb is known for his flashy dress, love of dogs, and his reputation as a big tipper. Webb should be considered armed, extremely dangerous, and an escape risk. Anyone with information concerning Webb should take no action other than to contact the local FBI office. This has been a community interest announcement from Channel 5. First to care, first to serve.
Sewer systems of one of our larger cities, the police found a young boy who had been missing for over 2 months. He was dirty, he smelled like sewage, he was sleeping on an old tattered...
At this time, WMC-TV concludes its broadcast day. WMC-TV is owned and operated by the Scripps Howard Broadcasting Company and telecasts on Channel 5 from Memphis, Tennessee. And now, from the entire staff of WMC-TV, a very pleasant good morning.